My name is Stacy, and I've been coming to New Life for about 2 years now. Growing up, I was always in church Sundays, Sunday mornings, Sunday evenings, Wednesdays, youth group, all of the things. I always was at church. But I felt like I was going to youth group and going to church camp and going to church even just for the fun, social aspect of it, and I never really got to grow deeper in my faith. So there was a time when I drifted away from my faith. I was in a relationship that pulled me away from church and just wasn't a Christ-centered relationship. I felt empty and just lonely because of that. After I had sat with it and kind of realized that I was feeling this way, I knew that the gap that was missing was my faith and was Christ. A friend invited me to New Life. She invited me to the women's event, and I was really excited to come. Again, I love the social aspect of being in church and church events, and so that was really fun to me. And so I came and I felt welcomed right away, and it was great. So I decided to come back on a Sunday. The next Sunday, I walked through the door and someone immediately remembered me from the women's event, and that made me feel special. Being single in church can be hard sometimes. People admire your independence and they think you've got it all together. In reality, it can be hard because you look out and everybody else has that person. When you want to celebrate, they have that person that they run to, or even when you're having something really hard, you're going through the hard things, somebody might have that person they can go to. But when you're single, you don't have that, and that can be tough. We have times when we're sick or we're going through hard things and we don't always have someone to run to or to talk to about those things. So it can be hard sometimes. A friend invited me to the Young Professionals group and I was excited to start. I showed up and realized that it was a pretty diverse group. There were couples and singles alike, and that meant a lot to me because often singles are looked over in groups, and there's college and careers groups and there's married groups, but there's not really that middle section. And so when I came to a Young Professionals group and realized there were other singles in group and I could belong, that meant a lot to me. Specifically during this season of life and singleness, this group has been very encouraging, but it's also been an encouragement to me to see married couples that are thriving with Christ-centered relationships. I want that for my life, and seeing men that are serving not only in the church but also in their families is huge to me because it gives me hope for the relationship that I will have in the future, because I know that that's something I want. So it really has helped me to not lower my standards because I know that there truly are men like that out there. I would encourage anyone to find community. Just reach out, find your people, and just join a group. You never know who might be in that group, how they might impact your life, or how you might impact their life.